Keyword research is one of the most difficult aspects of starting YouTube, but in this video, I'm going to list down some tools and strategies that I've found to help you find the best keywords for your YouTube videos and get the most views. Hello everyone, I'm twinkietalks. I'm a content researcher who finds out how to optimize your social medias so you don't have to. Just to start off the bat, there's probably two reasons why you want to be doing keyword research. One is you've already made a YouTube video and now you need to do research to optimize its titles, its tags, its descriptions, and make your video reach the most people. The second is you haven't made a YouTube video, but you have your niche and now you want to research keywords to figure out what people are searching for in your niche so that you can get an idea of what to make videos on. I won't be covering the first part in this video. I'll be making a separate video about titles, tags, and descriptions later on. But for this video, we're going to be figuring out how to find keywords to basically get ideas of what kind of videos you should be making for your niche or for your topic that you picked out for your channel. Now, the first thing that we need to know about keyword research is that we're actually looking for phrases. We're not looking for individual words. Now, I know it's called keyword, so people think it's just one word, but essentially what we're looking for is things people search for. And in this day and age, people are seldom just searching for a word. So like, for instance, because I'm going to be using this example a lot more in this video, let's say gardening. People aren't just going on Google, well, most people aren't just going on YouTube and just typing gardening. You're either typing like how to plant potatoes, how to plant these seeds, how to plant those seeds, how many times to water their plant. Like, people are usually searching up full phrases that are related to a topic or a niche that you're covering. So what we're trying to do right now is as well find some phrases that are highly searched so that you have an idea of what kind of content to make, because that's the kind of content people are searching for. Alright, so I'm in my window recording tool now, and the first tool that I want to talk about is Answer the Public. You go on this website, it's called answerthepublic.com, it's going to be right here, and then you have this dude looking at you, which I find it honestly very creepy, but thank God you can pause it. You have this, the main part is you have this search bar, and then you have these two filters to filter your search. Now you can filter your search with a country. I usually try to select the United States because that's where most of my audience is. And then you can also filter with a language. So if you're someone who's targeting a different language, if you make a lot of your videos in a different language, you can very easily search language specific and figure out what people are searching based on that language. Now what you can do on this website is you can just search up your niche, your one keyword, like your one word, and just search it up and it brings you to this page. It's gardening, it's for October 4th, English and US. And then it makes a bunch of these maps categorized based on like full phrases that people search with your keyword. So it's split into questions, prepositions, comparisons, and alphabets. And we'll get into what each of these are. So first is the question map, so it's taking your word gardening and then it's taking common question phrases, how, what, where, can, who, and it's looking at what people in the specific area that you suggested search based on these questions. So gardening, where to begin, gardening, where to buy soil. You can very easily just take these search parameters and make a whole video about it. Like, you can make a review video on, the best places to buy soil, the best kind of soil for, wherever you may be living. Like, tropical areas probably have different soil than, a city area or a suburban area. Can gardening make you sick? Who owns Gardening Express? Who invented gardening? Like, there's a lot of questions here that you can go through and you can very easily make videos on a bunch of these and you can figure out like exactly what people are searching around you using questions. Same thing goes for prepositions. Now again, can, to, without, near, with is for all these words with gardening. So like gardening for seniors, gardening for mental health, gardening for children, all very good phrases that you can target. These three words, these three phrases are videos on their own. Gardening without gloves, gardening without work, gardening without soil. Again, problems you can solve, problems people are searching for that you can just make videos on. So you're already generating ideas like this. And then 40 is comparison. So like versus or and. So gardening versus horticulture, gardening versus farming, gardening versus carpenter parenting. So if, for instance, if you're a parent, you're also a gardening expert, but you're also a parent and you want to make a video about, how to get people's children into gardening versus like something else that children might be interested in, and you can very easily make a video like that. Gardening versus planting, gardening versus gym. Like there's so many ideas just rumbling through my head. Like honestly, if I was a gardening channel, this is a gold mine for me. And then lastly, they also have other words based on alphabets that are being searched for with your keyword. So like gardening apron, gardening apps, gardening at night, gardening boots, gardening classes, gardening clothes, gardening center near me, gardening for kids, gardening essentials, gardening direct. Like this website gives you so much data that you can very easily crunch, and you can very easily just get ideas from and make a video on. I will, however, tell you is that this is the free part of a paid website. So because I'm only using the free part, you do have a limited number of words that you can search per day. I think it's very little. It's like sometimes I've even been put a limit on this website in just 2 words. So use this website, but don't use it too much, because as a free tool, you only have limited access. But on to the next one. All right, the second website that I want to showcase is called Ubersuggest. Just put it up on Google, Ubersuggest. I'll probably put the link in the description or wherever, because the website isn't exactly called Ubersuggest, but the tool is called Ubersuggest. And then you'll come to this website, and I recommend, even though you can use it without logging in, I recommend signing into this website because it allows you to have access to more data if you're logged in, and you can very easily just log in with a Google account. That's what I've done right here. And then you'll come to this part and you can click overview in the corner here, and then you'll have access to this area. Now, I've already searched up gardening, but essentially you can search up whatever keyword over here, and it shows you the SEO difficulty, the paid difficulty. This is basically like if you were marketing against this term, how difficult is it to rank if you're actually paying, and then SEO is like how difficult it is to rank just on Google based on the keyword. And it also shows you like the popularity of the keyword. So around March or around February, people were starting to go into lockdown, so obviously gardening went up. And now after the summer, some people are going back to school or back to work, so the keyword has kind of leveled out, but it's still being searched for a lot, which is good information, because some keywords maybe like they were searched a lot last year, but maybe now like barely anyone's searching for them. So maybe you want to search for other keywords. That's some good information to have. But again, what this website does is it gives you some ideas based on your keyword. So like gardening center near me, gardening tools, gardening raised bed. You can look up related, which is, gardening snake, gardening and landscaping. It also, just like the other website, it gives you some questions. What gardening zone am I in? What gardening zone is Seattle? So I'm not really sure what gardening zones are, but if you're someone who's really researching that, I'm assuming a lot of people search up gardening zones. So that might be something you can very easily make a video on. And same goes for like prepositions, comparisons. We've seen this before. It's nothing new, but it's giving you the volume of search for that, so you can very easily like look into that. You can also click on view all keywords, and there's a bunch of other things you can do. The other reason why I really wanted to suggest this website is this content ideas section for your keyword. Now what this is doing is it's pulling up blog articles that actually get a lot of viewership based on your keyword. So for instance, this one, which has 1,000 estimated viewership, gardening without a garden, 10 ideas for your patio or balcony. So that's a really good blog article that you could very easily go through, and because it's getting views, a lot of people have this problem where they want a garden but they don't have gardening space. They live in an apartment, or they live in a very small house. So you can very easily target people gardening in a patio, people that want to garden on a balcony, and you can even like repurpose some of this article, or you can make your own. But you can very easily see like content that is already doing really well, and then get inspiration from that content and make your own. And there's so many different ideas out there. So this website is very useful to figure out what's being searched, and then also the content that already exists for your niche that you can very easily repurpose into a video as well. This website, again, It's a free tool, but there is a limit on the free version. It asks you to pay, so there is a limit. I think it's about 10 searches, but don't quote me on that. However, it's a very powerful tool if you use it. Now, the final tool / strategy that I want to tell you is actually right here on YouTube. It is actually the YouTube search bar coupled with a little extension I like to call TubeBuddy. And if you're not aware of this extension, I would really recommend you to get this extension. It just adds on to your YouTube and it gives you a bunch of metrics while you're doing YouTube searches, and we're gonna do just that. So what you want to do on YouTube is you want to take advantage of YouTube's autocomplete, because it is showing you what people are searching around your area, or people like you are searching, or just generally what people are searching based on the keyword you're writing. So for instance, gardening for beginners. Okay, so this is one thing I really need to tell you. You want to focus on more words you have in your search. It's called a long tail keyword. The more words you have, the better it is, because if someone's just doing a tiny little search, there's going to be a lot of people making videos on there. But if you can target a very specific problem in your niche, then you would have less competition on people making videos about this. So for instance, gardening for beginners, flowers. Let's do flowers. Let's do UK flowers. Now, this is very specific to people in the UK that are beginner gardeners that want to plant flowers. And we click OK on that. And what TubeBuddy does now is that it'll take whatever you searched, it'll look at the amount of search volume that is being searched for that, and it'll look at the amount of competition, like how many people are actually making videos on that. Now, even though it was a pretty long tail keyword, apparently this is something that a lot of people make videos about. So there's a fair amount of competition, and yet not a lot of people are searching for it, so it's a fair amount of search volume. So this is probably not a keyword you want to go against, or this is not probably a topic you want to target. However, I will also tell you something like this. When we're just searching gardening, what it's doing is putting your keyword in front of the sentence. What you can do with the YouTube search bar is you can add an underscore right before your keyword, and now it puts the keyword in the middle of the sentence and it tells you what people search before and after it. So let's do terrace gardening for beginners, because it's already a big keyword. How about we do small terrace gardening for beginners? Okay, let's try that. It's loading up. See, okay, we got some very good search results. So people with small terraces that don't know how to garden but want to garden, again, the search volume is amazing. Like, so many people want to know how to garden in a small terrace. And competition, while there are quite a few people making videos on this, it's not that much. So it's giving you, like, there's a good amount of competition, but it's not like there's not a lot of competition. So you can very easily make a video on this. You can still get searched a lot, and you can very easily get ranked over here. And if you keep making videos like these, you'll keep getting ranked. Your YouTube channel keeps getting recommended because you're getting ranked on videos. And plus, what TubeBuddy also does is that it gives you similar keywords. Now, what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to find something really good. So another thing you can do is, like, we figured out that there's some prepositions, there's some questions, there's some comparison words that we can use with our keyword, right? We learned that from the other website. So I'm going to do how to. Let's do how to plant, because planting is related to gardening. How to plant potatoes. So I'm a very specific person. I wanna plant my potatoes at home. How to plant potatoes at home. Let's do in pot. Why not? So again, very specific long tail keyword. Right? Very specific long tail keyword. And again, competition, fair, lots of people making videos on this. However, search volume, you wouldn't think the specific things that people search for, you can never predict, but people always search for very specific things. Like, for instance, if say my mouse and keyboard break, or if I want to clean my mouse and keyboard, I'm gonna search for the specific model of my mouse and keyboard, and then like how to clean that, right? How to clean that specific model. That's how specific people usually go. That's how specific you probably go when you want to search for things. So the search volume is amazing. The competition, okay, it's fair, but you can very easily rank. You can very easily rank in this. So you can very easily just like figure out those long tail keywords, get some video ideas, and this is just on YouTube using an extension that is on YouTube as well. This search plugin for TubeBuddy, it is free. It is free to use. However, there's a limit on the free version. So there is a paid version though. And I actually have the paid version because I kind of got sick of the free version because it would always put a limit because I do so much keyword research. You can very easily get the paid version, or you can just use the free version. And I think you should be fine with the free version as well. But it is a very, very powerful tool that you can use to just figure out, you know, what people are searching for on YouTube, what are things you can very easily rank in, and then get a lot of, you know, ideas for your YouTube videos, make your YouTube videos rank, get views, get suggested, you know, just be amazing. With that being said, however, this is going to be the end of this video. Now, I have told you a bunch of tools. The links for all that will be down below in the description, and I will be soon making a video about how to optimize your keywords if you've already made the YouTube video and now you want to fit it towards keywords. That video is going to be out soon. But if you enjoyed this video and if you want to see more videos about, you know, optimizing your content and your social media and growing, then be sure to hit that subscribe button, ding that bell, and I'll be waiting for you. And also remember that you are all stars, so keep burning bright and showing the world your light. I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.